Yes, after waiting 500 months, I have finally got Dead of the Night on Xbox, and wow, man, I've got to say, man, such a fun map, such a freaking good map, man. I just, man, you know, is it the Der Eisendrock of Black Ops 4? No, but no one can deny how good this map is. And this video is going to be my Dead of the Night review, but also like my outlook on, or my stance on the Chaos story as a whole, because quite frankly, I'm way more interested in the Chaos story than the Aether story right now. I'm so interested in the Chaos story. I just love. I'm falling in love with the Chaos story, man. I really am. Like it's very fun and it's very interesting. So, Dead of the Night takes place March 20th, 1912. This is a prequel map to the Chaos story. Takes place. It literally takes place like weeks before Voyage of Despair. It sets up how the Chaos crew comes together. It comes together because Alistair Rhodes, Scarlett's father, has been kidnapped by the Order. The Order are the enemy that are very mysterious. I mean, I love the Order so much. The High Priest in 9, such a cool character, and the Order they're so awesome. But the Order captures Alistair Rhodes, and he leaves a note with Scarlett and says, if the Order have already got me, because they're taking him away on a plane, he says, if the Order have already got me, here are the 3 people I trust you most with, and it's obviously Bruno, Diego, and Shaw, because those 3 characters have loads of backstory that we're getting in the comics with Alistair Rhodes, and so it sets up that. It sets up loads of lore. We now have a better understanding. I'm pretty sure this came out of this map, because I've heard a lot of YouTubers talking about it, I think. I'm pretty sure that we just learned this in this map. We've learned a lot about the trial. So if you've ever seen the 9 intro cutscene, you see, or the Voyage intro cutscene, or the Dead of the Night intro cutscene, when you see them pull out the artifact and shove the thing in the top of it, and the kind of the red smoke comes out, that's the trial. And the trial is very interesting. We've learned that it stops time around us, so that the only thing that's going on is what we're doing. Loads and loads of things like that. We're learning loads of things, I think, about more understanding of the 9 ending cutscene. Just overall, man, really just getting invested into the story. And here's this beautiful 9 outro cutscene, which if you haven't seen it, you don't want to be spoiled, I guess. But game came out in October, you know. But yeah, man, like the High Priest, man, such a cool character. Anyway, Dead of the Night, it's phenomenal. I love Dark Godfrey. So Godfrey the Butler, one of the playable characters, High Priest. I'm sorry, High Priest, you're such a cool character. Anyway, Godfrey, dude, one of the characters in Dead of the Night is a butler, and he is part of the Order. We see the symbol on his forehead, and while you're playing, dude, Dark Godfrey talks to you, and oh my god, that's so cool. I just love that they have that in the game, knowing that there's an evil version of him, and how, like, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the Voyage ending cutscene, Bruno in our Chaos crew is a part of the Order. I'm thinking that we're going to have to cleanse him, because I think that Bruno is actually good. I just think that he may got caught up in the wrong thing, you know. But Godfrey, the Dark Godfrey, oh my god, it's so cool. He talks about how, like, he can't remember guests coming to the mansion because, like, the Order was controlling him. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking cool. I love that that's a thing, and that the Order are controlling people. Oh my gosh, that's just so cool, dude. And our celebrity cast. So, our celebrity cast, I know Kiefer Sutherland, but I know, like, the names of them, but, like, I don't want to, like, say it wrong and forget, or say the wrong name, but I'm pretty sure I know who they are. They're just cool, dude. High Priest. I'm sorry, I keep the High Priest is so cool. Yeah, the celebrity cast is awesome. Yeah, I love the celebrity cast. But I'm ready to see where our Chaos crew goes next. because in this map, you know, we're fighting freaking werewolves, we're fighting vampires. The wonder weapon in Dead of the Night is so awesome. It's like a pistol. It's Alistair's pistol, but it's like a freaking ray gun, and then you keep upgrading it and it turns into a freaking almost like a bow from Dreisendracht, but it's like with more stuff. And oh my gosh, it's so freaking awesome, man. You can also do steps to get like a stake gun, which is like the NX Shadowclaw from Black Ops 3, but that's awesome. Wow, man, Dead of the Night, like it's honestly, it's super fun. It's just a super fun map. Like it's so good, and it's really, man, like having new content, and then also like getting lots of good story info for the Chaos story. It's really helping me, man. God, I'm not gonna lie. You know, you guys recently seen my video. There's obviously lots of bad things in the community right now. Like lots of people are upset with the game, but man, like this Chaos story is really pulling me back in. Like I love the Chaos story so much, and I love our characters. I love Scarlet as our lead character, man. Like she's so cool, and Shaw is awesome. I really like Diego and Bruno as well. Oh God, man, I'm just so ready to see where we go next. Like everyone was saying, well, not everyone, but certain people were saying, oh, you know, we need a Ether story map for DLC 1. No. Give me another Chaos story map in DLC 2. That's fine with me, man. I just love it. I can't help it. I love the freaking Chaos story. It's so good. I'm really getting invested into it, you know. And I'm ready to see where we go next. I mean, I don't really know what to say other than that. The ending cutscene of the map, Dead of the Night, which again, if you don't want spoilers, you know, I'm gonna be talking about how the map ends. I love the ending cutscene. Like I love that freaking car chase with Scarlet. Again, a prequel map. This map is it's supposed to like get us more invested. We've got to be invested with these characters before we can care about the story. Like that's just, I mean, it's just how it is. You can't care about the Chaos story unless you first care about the characters and you care about the world. You know, you've got to be invested into the world and wonder about it. And when I first made that rant video like a week ago or whatever, or like before, it was like right when the map launched almost, and like I hadn't had time to look up the lore and stuff, and I was just like watching Easter egg hunts, and I was saying like, oh, you know, like Ether story maps back in the day, like Origins, I would go into and I would just play and just wonder about the atmosphere and the mood. And I was like, oh, I can't really do it with Chaos story because it's a new story and I'm not invested into it. Well, I was sort of invested into it back then because I knew that I knew that I liked it. I knew that I liked the Chaos story and the characters, but I just like I was almost waiting for more. You know, I was waiting for like to understand kind of where we're going. And it's not so much that I know where we're going now, but it's like I have an even like greater appreciation for these characters and an even greater appreciation for the world. Alistair's story about why he bought his mansion, about the druids, you know, and about the werewolves, the vampires, all that stuff. It was so interesting. God, I'm so interested. I'm honestly so interested in the world now. It's helped a lot, and understanding more about the trial. You know, that was another thing. Like I was a little confused about the trial. You know, how does the trial work? Why does it do certain things? Now that we know it stops time around us, all those things, it's so good. And like how the trial can form the map to its needs. You know, like that's why certain areas are blocked off. You know. It's just awesome, man. It's actually awesome, and I'm just ready. I am ready for more Chaos story content. Aether story, RIP. Aether story, you know, Aether story is coming to an end in this game. I mean, it's no secret at this point. And the Chaos story, it's full go. It's a full go. Whether you're invested now, you're going to be one day. Because, like I said, this story is going to get very good. This story is going to get really good. And I, for one, am ready for it. So, I'm going to end the video here, and I'm going to go play more Dead of the Night, because hot dang, that map is so fun. Blundell, you did a wonderful job. Wish I could kiss you to celebrate, but I can't. Blundell, I still love you, though. Wonderful job on Dead of the Night. Give us factions.